Right, okay, so we got kicked out of like Coffee Bean because I wasn't sure it was like 12 or 11:30. Google says 11:30, but the guy just like, told me working at 12, so we were like working on like programs. So that I got like a few more I need to like release. But it's fine, I guess we're just gonna leave. So, yeah. That was quite a shame. Quite a good lighting. Okay. Well, now I'm not sure where we're supposed to go. Go home, I guess. And then it's a sick looking Porsche. Okay, so let's start with like the first one, which is my shoes. So these are 60 ringgit. So like these are like the Mark Bells, which I think retail for like $55 or like $45, but excluding shipping too. And then Inzer knee sleeves. So these are like the most expensive one on the planet right now, which is like 800 ringgit or something. So it's not super important. And then just like very old SBD belt, which is I got it in like 2018, and it stuck with me till like right now. So regardless of what people say, right, there's this thing where people think that buying like powerlifting gears is like expensive. So it's a very right now like powerlifting is a bit. Because like a lot of people are thinking that like the more expensive your gear is, the better at lifting you are. So that's like bull. I've seen a lot of like high level lifters that doesn't wear like the most expensive stuff on the market and stuff like that. It really depends on the palette. And like it or not, I like to call this out because like some people again they try to like brand match everything. So unless if you are like truly sponsored by a brand, then it makes sense for you to like brand match. But if you're not, then like, and you're just brand matching everything because like that's the brand that you have, then and if you can afford it, it's completely up to you. But it just means that you just like don't really know like the palette that you want to do. Right, so like the second thing is that like the most expensive stuff on the market, like the best thing on the market? No, not really. Like again, it depends on your palate. So if you feel like the brand works for you, then it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Which is why none of my stuff are brand matched. So like I wear like a Titan singlet, which is 420 ringgit, and I feel like it gives me the best compression of all. Yes, I do have an SBD belt, which is the most expensive belt, but it's because I didn't get a chance to buy the Inzer belt, and like in a way that buying a $325 belt or something like that when I was a student is a hefty amount, or 200 or something. I don't know. Let me check. That is like 237.5 US dollars, and as a student back in 2018, that was a hefty amount. That was a lot. Like yeah, so like this one. So that was a lot, and I remember like after I got the belt, I actually got these, which also lasted me since like 2018, and these were the gangster reps, and they are like $50 or $45 or something, and you can get them on Amazon if you're in the US, or you have to go through the Mark Bell website to buy it off. Again, not SBD. I do have a pair of SBD here. I don't know whose these are, but like, to be honest with you, like I don't care giving an honest opinion, but this build is shit. Like, see, after a while they start to like have this crease in you. Are like, what, you pay so much to have this kind of quality? The Velcro are not that good as well. In terms of like knee sleeves, the reason why I start with the inserts is because like for SBD I have to wear a size S, and it cuts off my circulation, so that's why I didn't want to do it. But same thing with the insert, it doesn't cut off my circulation, but my knee feels a lot better. And yeah, so I don't get numbness when I'm squatting and stuff like that. I don't have a time limit on it, so that's how I ended up with it. So yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's all.
I don't know, I saw it, but I was like, nah. At first I was trying to ask if I hit the thing going to fly away from me. It didn't fucking move. On the outside. Then I opened the door, like, that shit, bro. Really funny. No, outside, bro. Oh no, man, I ain't fucking with that.
Okay, right, so in a way, what, shoes was 60 ringgit, belt, let's just say like the old value is like 1,000 ringgit, so that's 1,060 reps, $50, $45, so $50, around like 250. Sleeves, since I just got them, and it's around like 750. 750 plus 250 is 1,000, that's another 2,060 ringgit. My singlet is 420 ringgit. I think that's basically what you need for powerlifting. But again, it really depends on like your budget, and it really depends on like what level you are. So if you have no plans to compete, then like just get any belts that you can get, China brand, whatever brand, doesn't have to be approved. It's fine. You can get like some that are like 200 ringgit, 300 ringgit. Same goes with the reps. Whatever reps work for you is fine, as long as you're not trying to compete. And same goes with the singlet. You might not need a singlet. Like, you just, if you're not competing, everything can be like as low as like less than 500 ringgit. And then other than that, it's more of like, it's not just that. But if let's say you are competing, then you need to see like how far do you plan to compete. Like, do you think like you can compete like more than like the national level, or you think like you're gonna be like at the national level, or you're gonna be at just a local level? Then it really depends. So like for me, when I bought my stuff, I already like planned out like I'm gonna use the same stuff for like the next 5 years, and I'm gonna try to reach the most highest level possible. And yes, I am there, but then again, I'm not the best lifter in the world, so like that's why I'm still fine with all of these. But I do know a lot of high level lifters that, I say it again, is that if they're not sponsored by any brands, they just rock any brand they want, and it could just be a mix of brands. It's just that locally, people try to like sort of like hype up the more expensive brands and think that like you need this thing, No, you need what works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you don't need it. If you don't have the budget for it, you don't have to buy it. Like, spend it elsewhere, your gym membership, your coaching fees and stuff like that. So like, don't think about the gear too much. It's more about like doing it first. So like, if you think about like what gear you need, I would say number one for sure, like, it's best to buy a belt. Number two is your knee sleeves, and number three is your wrist wrap. So I would say go to that order, and again, try to think what's your future in the sport and invest in it if you think that you're gonna go far. If you don't know how far you are and you are locally, you are a Malaysian lifter, go check out the Powerlifting Malaysia website, and then they have all the results and all the rankings and stuff like that there, and see where are you at. So I guess that's it for this episode. It's just about how much you need to spend for powerlifting, how much your gear might cost you, and how much you actually need to spend on. Alright, so see you guys next time.